and welcome to Laura's Shelf, a place for cooking, crafting, parenting and reading. So Sophia turned 4 months a few days ago. She has already had her 4-month vaccination. So in Queensland we have to have vaccinations around 6 weeks, 4 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, and I think 2 years old, 24 months, and anyway, don't have to worry about that yet. But you get given a book and they tell you what's happening. So our doctor was pretty happy with her growth. She is now 6.9 kilos, which is 4 kilos more than what she was born at. So she has grown quite a bit in the last few months. You'll see behind us that we are actually a little bit of a different setup. So this is our lounge room. Her cot is there. We have now a futon, and you'll see in the corner that all our bed linen. So you'll see here that all our bed linen is actually being stacked, and that's because currently we're in the process of about to start moving. And so we'll talk about that in another video about how to move with a 4-month-old and how to get everything packed. It is quite difficult, FYI. But it's been really fun. It's been a little bit interesting that she's now starting to like to sit up a little bit more. We have bought her a high chest, so she's now sitting with us at the breakfast table. We do eat like breakfast, lunch together, and sometimes dinner as well, because we're now having dinner a little bit earlier because we're all sleeping in the lounge room, which is where the kitchen is. We just can't do dishes at 7 o'clock after she goes to bed anymore, and we can't eat after she goes to bed anymore. So that's been also quite interesting recently. She is loving chewing on things and chewing on everything. We haven't started her on solids, so we are looking at probably starting closer to 6 months. But we are starting to offer her things and like just taste of stuff. So like last night we tried to give her some pumpkin. She's not really, she's like interested in seeing what it tastes like, puts her tongue out, but won't actually eat it. So at the moment that's what we're up to with that, with food, starting with food. Her sleep has gone a little bit more backwards, so she is starting to wake up a little bit more, but that was very much, yeah. But her sleep, that was quite, that was expected. It's 4 months. She's now starting to get her own rhythm instead of just focusing on my melatonin from birth. So that was something that was very much expected. She does come in, she wakes up around 3:30. Yesterday was 3:30 in the morning. So anywhere between 4:30. So at that time she does come into bed with us, and we just have like the last little bit of sleep in with us. And then she normally is ready to start the day around 6. Sometimes we can extend that to 6:30 or 7, but most of the time it is 6 o'clock. So Kieran and I, like, we kind of got out of a bit of a thing with having a morning off every other day. That's kind of gone by the wayside, but like this morning I got a little bit of a lay-in and slept in until 7, which was really quite nice. So behind us you see most of the toys that we've got. So we did actually buy one of these, which has been really handy. So we do want to have a bit more of a minimalist. We don't want too much things in our house. So this was a great way to do it. We haven't got any more hanging toys yet, but at some point we might. But these will be going in the car because we do have a 23 hour drive coming up. We also got this little tummy time mirror from KiwiCo. So we actually started subscribing to KiwiCo, which we're really loving so far. So we've only got 1 box. So we've got this box and she absolutely loves it. So with this, we can actually just like, got crinkle, it's got the mirror both sides. So you've got the different black and white cards as well. So you've got the black and white area, and then you've got the more colourful, which is what she is really interested in. We're still doing a lot of reading, which has been fun. So one of my favourite books at the moment is Rudy Nudie, but we had to give that one back to the library. And we actually have some First 5 Forever books, which has been awesome. First 5 Forever is a Queensland initiative, and I'll talk about more about that in another video, because reading is so important. So we still have 2 or 3 books a day that we read to her. Mostly they're done at night time, but it's also been a lot of fun to actually read and see how she interacts with things. It's been fun. The last few months she's actually started to become more and more awake. Even the nurse said when we went in on Tuesday to get her vaccinations, this nurse did say that she has been watched a lot more. She's also crying a lot more at different people, so Kieran's parents especially. She is still crying at them. She even cried at my brother when we actually managed to see my brother for a couple of hours a couple of weeks ago. So that was really nice to actually see them. And yeah, she just cried straight away, but she was really happy with our niece. So our nieces always seem to make her smile more than anyone else in the world. But she's getting fussy, so I'm appreciate that, and I like to keep them a little bit short and sweet. And I also forgot to say that she is becoming extremely noisy. So many noises coming out of her. Yeah? She may be getting a little frustrated. Gonna say hi? Hey. Oh, and she can't roll yet, so we keep trying, but it's just not happening. But she does like to move herself around when she's on her belly, but no rolling, and that's okay. We're not too worried about that, and the doctor wasn't too worried until 6 months apparently. So we have some time for her to start rolling. Yeah? Hi! Yeah. But she's still not the biggest fan of tummy time at all, as you can see. Yeah? But yeah. And her smiles are just gorgeous. Yeah, that's Mummy's scat. Yeah? So next time I'll probably try and talk about us moving, because we have decided to move from Brisbane up to Cairns. So while we're still on my maternity leave. So I have until August with my maternity leave. So we're just going to see for 6 months if that's what we want for our family, because for us right now we're not really about things, we're more about experiences, and spending time with our family is what we really want. We've really enjoyed having Kieran at home, and he still is at home. So that's been really quite nice for all of us. Alright, anyway, thanks, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.